Gosh, yeah.
Henry County Commission, Henry County, Missouri, Tuesday, October 28th, 2025, 8th day of the October term. The Henry County Commission met pursuant to adjournment of the courthouse in Clinton, Missouri. Those members present were Jim Stowe presiding, Commissioner Mark Larson, North District Commissioner Jake Bradley, South District Commissioner Kelly Merritt, County Clerk. At 9 a.m., Commissioner Stone brought the meeting to order. The minutes from the Thursday, October 23rd, 2025 meeting were read. Commissioner Larson made a motion to approve the minutes. Commissioner Bradley seconded the motion. Motion carried. Expenditures for the following departments were approved to be paid: law enforcement, GR, prosecuting attorney, emergency management, building and grounds, court administration, victims advocate, collector, treasurer, road and bridge assessor, admin handling fund, inmate security, 27th Circuit treatment court, and payroll. There was discussion regarding the annual renewal of the senior citizens tax applicants. It was decided that the renewal application would not need to be notarized. Dennis Bowers, Road and Bridge Supervisor, attended the meeting to discuss his findings on Southeast 1251 Road and Southeast 1271 Road in Osage Special Road District. He stated that he believes that it's time for the Special Road District to hire an attorney. He shared that they have been private roads since at least 2000. That is as far back as he researched. And clear back to 1958, all the roads in the area were private roads. However, this road did not exist. All the concerns with changing the private road to public were discussed. One concern are the addresses that would change in the area. Dennis shared with Commissioner Larson that a load of gravel was being put on Northwest 1100 Road and Northwest 1101 Road in Bogart Township. Commissioner Bradley commended Dennis and the Road and Bridge Department on the 100 Road Bridge project. He stated it was looking good. Commissioner Stone asked about adding a shoulder to 100 Road off Van Sant. Dennis shared that if they are wanting to widen the road, the ditches would have to be dug out in order to widen the road. Dennis told Commissioner Stone that it would be a large undertaking because it is an asphalt road. Chad Baxley with Star Insurance met with the commission to discuss the current state of the county as far as employees and big projects. He shared a loss history over the last 5 years. He recommended discrimination training just for good measure. He shared that anyone that is driving a county vehicle should have a driving record check done before hiring. He will send a sample fleet policy. At 10 a.m., Commissioner Bradley made a motion to adjourn the meeting. Commissioner Larson seconded. Motion carried.
Make a motion to approve minutes.
I will second it. Motion been made and seconded to approve minutes as presented. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carried. Yep.
I cannot believe it's almost November, guys.
It is here.
Gracious.
It is here.
I was doing April election packets that I send out to all the entities, getting things ready. Some of the terms I was writing in there was like 2032, and I'm like, that seemed like so far away, but it's really not that far away. It's kind of strange, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's bizarre to me. These other ones down here that were before the green, they were denied. Because you got the one denial. Remember I said the ones before the green were questionable ones.
Huh?
Did you stamp that? Yep.
Oh crap. These was
This
denied
one
too.
makes sense.
Not trustee. Oh. Okay. Michael Benton. Sharon will read trustee. trustee of
I don't know if you guys.
okay, guarantor. All right.
Yeah, Kelly.
Whitney is trying to put little notes up at the top to
This-
make it easier for you guys to
Hey,
look at.
This
Yeah.
right here,
Figured some of those notes were for them too.
Yeah, it is, but
because this is what it's about. Okay. Sharon, damn. Sharon F. Ward's trustee of the Sharon F. Ward Revocable Trust under agreement dated November 9th. Not individually, but solely in her capacity as trustee. The such agreed for the first party guarantee, Michael W. Dunn and Brenda Dunn. That they're,
Well, it's
but it's
2000.
under, it's still under her. That was in 2010.
yeah, the recorded.
Yeah,
2012.
recorded.
Give me your stamp.
She's
Jim.
still. Let's see how it needs.
Oop, that's like
remember that one you guys were questioning last week? The one, the Melrose, the 316 West 6th Street. That was the only one we had last week that wasn't.
yeah.
Because they had owned the property and it was a new build. So that's why it showed two different addresses on the.
I had that one come through. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a new build. So that's why it went back through.
I seen that note, and that's which one I figured was for.
Yeah, that was the one you guys kicked out last week because it was questionable. Mark, don't look like you're doing nothing down there.
Here, Mark. Look at that. See what
I
I'm saying?
said this. Mark looked at one of them. And that may have been it.
Mark, look at that. See what-
That may have been the one you looked at prior to. Maybe looked at.
Yes.
Those have been stamped.
These all been stamped.
Oh,
The only part I'd like to see is a paid tax receipt.
Jim, will you stamp the minutes for me so we don't forget? Thank you, sir.
There you go.
Thank you.
Got it. So. That first line where it states she's guaranteed, but she's a trustee of it. Was there a tax receipt in there?
Mine?
in that one?
Yeah,
Is there a tax receipt? Who's in it?
Brenda, Michael and Brenda Dunn.
Oh, the receipt where they paid the taxes. Okay, then it can't be. They're paying. It's not about the trustee, it's the way it's worded.
I don't like this one. It doesn't show that this guy owns the property, does it? This one here.
Another trustee.
Well, it's
One indeed here.
this guy is filing
Bill
for it,
Ross. Okay.
and
The
these
grantor
guys
is
own
Gary
it,
Smith.
but this guy is filing it.
Yeah.
He lives there, his mailing address is there, but the way I
He
understand
don't-
it, he don't own it.
No, and here's a tax receipt. And then Phil Ross.
I see the tax receipt, but I
Yeah.
don't know. But it doesn't show that he owns the property.
No, that's
It's
just
back
back
in
there.
2000. So they just need some clarification.
Guarantees. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this one.
Huh?
They had a quick claim deed on it. That they deeded it to their kids. So, yeah,
This
I mean,
one.
there's the first one that they did.
Yeah, this one.
This was to change that one, which still leaves them not
To see, it says
in the
here.
trust.
Yeah, but these are, that's a colon.
Right.
there. And Sharon, trustee of the Sharon
Right.
Woodridge Revocable Trust,
So I'm trying to figure out how
November 24th.
they got to here. These guys are still owners
Yeah.
of the trust. These two.
Sharon, as you know, Sharon Woolridge.
Right,
Sharon Woolridge, still the trustee.
right.
And she's the one following the way I understood, wasn't she?
That's the Duns, I think. Yeah, it's the Duns.
Yeah, they're
It's-
done.
it's
That's
these
a good
people.
name, Michael Dunn.
These are the ones
And
that
they're
are
not.
filed.
No, they're not.
But they did a
Quick claim
quick
deed.
claim deed to their kids. It seems like we're missing something between here and here. But right now, these kids
Own
own it.
it. Yep. And that would be the Michael and Brenda Dunn.
Their kids, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, that's who's applying. If they own it,
So
But she's
as
one
it-
Eddie.
yeah, as it stands right now, the kids,
they own it.
they own it.
That's right. Yeah.
These quick claim deeds are getting people in trouble.
To see if, now on ours, it's under that, it's our trust, but then we are the trustees.
Trustees, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's why it has to be printed the way I thought. But in your case, what she does is go ahead and give them the property.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she no longer owns
She
it.
doesn't
They're-
own it.
And they're living there where it looks.
Right.
Okay. So it's still all right. We're done. Yeah. Don't you agree?
Well, it wouldn't be, because, let's see,
Yeah, but who's,
here's,
you see,
these people are living there,
yeah, they're the one filing for the
but they're,
senior citizens.
right, but they don't know to file it. These
Just wanna
guys,
know if he
these
needs
guys
a copy
own
or
it,
anything.
which is their kids.
No.
They're not the same.
These
That's
not
Michael and Brenda, that's
So,
Marisa
well-
and Michael.
and Brenda Dunn Protection Trust. Family Protection Trust dated September 25. Hmm?
Let me think this through. So Marissa is the trustee
All of
of these.
and trustee of Michael and Brenda Dunn Family Protection Trust. Because this was sent back over evidently to correct it. That's a reason for that.
Mhm.
Because when Michael and Brenda
Huh?
Dunn,
He's not,
Brenda Dunn,
got other things to do.
that was a question.
It was in 2014.
Yeah.
So
And
this,
this is the one.
this is the one, yeah. Well, they're still on it then.
Yeah, they're still on it. And I don't know why what he done, I mean, he did the same thing, only he went ahead and they made a deed.
Mhm. I'm gonna say then it's probably good.
Yeah. I'll let you know. Okay. Yep. This is okay. We both agreed to that one. This is the one this is the one there. I'm not.
So, if he's not a trustee of the trust and you're okaying it,
No, they are a trust. They are that. Trustee of the trust. What they done, they went ahead. Here's the
Right, man.
trustee. And if you read it, it's guarantee,
thank you.
guarantee, and then Sharon F. Ward, trustee of the Sharon F. Ward Revocable
Morning,
Trust.
Darren.
Good morning, how you all?
Good. How are you doing?
Individual that has correct, because this is a correction that made this term. See, here's the one to see. And then it said, then Brenda S. Dunn Family Protection Trust.
I don't know why this one got
She's
sent back.
Okay, this was done in September of this year,
Yeah.
so this is the new one. This
That's
is
a
the
new
old
one. Yeah, this is a new
And that's
one.
a quick claim deed.
Yeah. But then she's on. Because her trust is involved. Because attorney done.
They're the grantors, not the grantees.
Darren Dunn, trustee of the Michael and Brenda Just Protection Trust.
They're the grantor. That's who's giving it. Maybe you should discuss this with them before you approve it. I don't think we're reading it correctly.
Well, it's either that or they fouled up when they fixed it, because we'd sent it back once before.
You had?
And that's what the fix was on the trust. Which that wouldn't have been my way of fixing, because she was already.
Are you sure you've done this one before? Because they just did it on the 24th.
Yeah, and then the 25th. This 9/16/25.
They just
Which one?
applied for the first time on the 24th of October.
Is that the first one?
Yes.
And then
I'm good. You're good with it.
trustee.
That's old paperwork. None of that even matters at this point. That's just an easement deed.
Yeah, that doesn't mean nothing there. That's a, here's a trustee.
But even that one has
Here's
been
a
changed
trustee.
since then.
Yeah, that's one.
That one doesn't even apply either. You guys send it through. We'll send it through. I ain't got no beans in this thing.
Okay, this one. Here's another one.
Did you ever give me a site? Let me go these last two. Let me look at that.
Here's
again.
that, look at this one. And I think it's all right. But that's a,
I'll let you guys decide on that.
Huh?
I'll let you guys decide on that one.
there you go. I'll leave that check.
Oh, you're going to. I'm on it.
What?
10
Mark
years
has
here.
moved on.
It's piling up.
They've already been checked off. They're good.
Yes, I feel these are good.
Stamped
but If these are the ones that's been questioned,
Yeah.
you all probably should look at them.
That's the article that's in.
Oh,
The
that
rate
was
that,
yeah. I heard about this. Did you talk to them about this already?
I just told him I'd bring up the article. I didn't really talk to him about it.
I want
I
you
think
to
they're gonna
pin
get into
here.
some mud if they do this. That will definitely.
See, like that. Come on, other ones applying. And this was a correction. The stress is all included.
Where's the information?
Well, that's where I was stumped at. I feel it's
Okay.
the next
See,
page.
So Narissa is the trust.
Yeah.
Might be there.
Well, even still, it's pretty limited on information.
The
I
trustee.
feel that these are the owners.
Right.
It's not
He's
the same.
grantee.
It's not the same.
He
people.
lives there, but it sounds like these are still the
Still the
owners of the
owner.
property. That's how I see it, but I'll let you.
Oh, Brenda S is.
Where's the tax?
So this says an and
Yes,
Brenda.
Just one sheet.
So
I had a few.
it's-
Yeah.
couple sheets.
that's what we want, plus Brenda, that's the same thing.
So that would qualify there.
Yeah. That's what,
But see, this gets into stuff
Mm-hmm.
hey,
that's so far beyond
and
me.
the big thing is,
Didn't know you were gonna have to be a professional deed reader to be the county
well,
commissioner.
I'll tell you what, the Colton route, I just got done with mine. I'm
There's a
on the
lot more to it
17
than
page
people think,
deal.
and there's all kinds of different ones.
Hey, I'm taking 17 pages. to be-
What you want to do? To make it
but
pretty simple?
you gotta have- here, it's supposed to be filed.
Actually,
You should have.
Am I looking at that wrong?
yeah, because they granted the
He said
deed
it,
to him.
he said.
Okay.
This
Is
is
what
his. He
it
said they
is.
just
So-
added to it.
Then it's good.
Then it, yeah,
Okay.
it would be good.
I'm glad you.
I was just looking for what,
That's
Yeah.
what
this
it
one
is.
didn't make sense.
But
No.
that's how Alan Ice is down in Green
If
County.
you would you go through
Yeah,
these?
Yeah.
Since these were questioned, I think probably ought to have all this. I don't know why it was questioned.
And what I
Okay.
briefly explained is that anytime there's any change at all, I know Kim knows. And that's just.
He agrees there.
He agreed?
And we'll have a
With
file
what we
number
got.
that
Yes,
Okay,
it's
okay.
agrees or not,
because their name was on it.
verified, but that's, it's gonna be it's gonna be a nightmare to send that 1700 card and have them try to do a QR code or sign it and send it and come back in. I don't know. I don't know what the answer
So
is.
the deed
I
is
don't have, I
over
don't have any senior
Pardon?
money.
The deed
You do
is,
I don't know which way, I mean, that's how we
I
do.
think this one's fine.
Well, that's,
voting,
I
or,
thought the
you
rest
know,
of it was
like,
fine. to be
yeah,
honest with you. I
yeah.
just,
I don't understand
they
why.
were- And
They
that,
did it.
they scan
They
a
did
QR code or
to
sign
themselves.
it
I
on the, yeah, it's true.
There's no trust involved. I was trying to figure out what.
Yeah, cause
I'm sure they had a reason for the
I don't,
method of their
I'm
madness.
doing it myself, I always do it myself.
I may have already looked at these.
See,
Actually.
some of those are kind of new, some of you've already, you may have already looked at. And like the note up there, I think that's just for
really
Rick and Whitney.
It's
on
gonna
it.
be a wash, honestly, it's not,
That's what I found with the assessor stuff.
yeah,
I mean, they're set up and they know exactly,
time is money.
and they are very
Yep.
meticulous.
No, and by the time you pay for postage, because they get that cheaper postage rate, it's about the same.
And Austin's good.
I have
Yeah,
the
this
mark,
one's good too.
Well, I just have Austin, but that might just be the assessor.
right,
But it's, and you don't have to worry. And with that other company, it was a little bit cheaper, a little bit, maybe $1,000 for the whole year. But I didn't have to do, I don't have to worry about missing any deadline. I mean, they are very meticulous, and they automatically get it approved for the state tax commission. And they get a lot of that stuff out.
but that's the best part about using Rice, is they deal with the post office and the NCOA, and I don't even have to, I just say, yep.
And it is a wash. And
Yeah, the cost is pretty much a wash.
and there's still counties like Benton, they still do everything themselves. I mean,
Mhm.
folding, like
Mhm.
statements that are coming out now. Stuffing it, sealing it, running it through a. And the times are gonna be the same.
Mhm. Yeah, some of the smaller counties
This
I
is
can
good.
understand, but
Trust that they set up.
Benton has 34,000.
They're in it.
17,000.
right.
So
And
they're
until they
top one.
die, yeah, until they die.
double statements.
Okay, good, 'cause that was one that I probably questioned.
Anyway, there you go.
See you later.
Bye. Thank you.
That's basically.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
I think this is good too. It's the same thing.
So that's
Such a constructive design.
Write a little note, and Joe, right, okay.
These are
on the
okay.
inside. 'Cause those are the ones that's.
these are okay yet. I'll hand it to you once you get
Alright.
the checks.
Mhm. I gotta look like I'm busy, even if I'm not, if I send something down there. Oh.
Yeah.
Now I know his tricks. No,
Here she comes.
This is what Scott just brought in,
Mm.
that he said he talked to you guys about this.
Yeah. Take care for animals.
I think that one's good. The address for here and there is different. I don't know.
I got water.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, this is, oh, we got more. Shit.
I'm wondering if this is where they live. Because all of these actually are the Delray Drive one. The deed, so they do own it. I think it is good. This is, they haven't paid the taxes for this yet, is what I'm thinking. Maybe, man, that may be, there's the address, which
Uh-huh.
is down here.
Okay.
This may be what they paid their 24 taxes on.
Okay.
Okay, and they probably bought this in either early 24 or late 24 after this, or in early 25. Yeah, they're both the same here. The only difference is.
Would you say 911 address in Tucker Effect?
19.
Yeah, you can't-
That may have been what it was.
Yeah.
911 too.
Mhm. I just keep getting more confused.
Oh man. When we get one thing figured out, another one will come.
Mhm.
Stamp it out.
This one's okay.
Yeah, the rest of it.
Yeah, she just moved into that house. I know about that.
Yeah.
All the- I have a check laying down there somewhere, too.
Hmm?
I'm missing one of my order here.
Mm-mm.
No? Did it get hooked up to one of the paper clips?
Okay, on this Phil Ross and y'all's okay on that?
Yeah.
Again, sorry, folks.
Oh,
That
you
was
look,
really loud.
it was Jake this
It
time.
was. I didn't chance, guys.
Man, I'm gonna start putting money on that.
Who's gonna get it?
Who's
It
gonna knock
wasn't me.
it out
It
first?
wasn't me who done it. I'm innocent this time.
Who's gonna knock it off first?
Okay, this one, Curry, and this one is Turner. 1666. And then this one's okay, turn 62.
Yeah.
So. Okay.
Kyle's all straightened out here,
I
Jim.
think here's the ones that we have
These are all
marked.
good.
These are the one that's marked. We okay.
Those are the denials.
Yeah,
Got
and
it.
we're okay with them. They're all okay now.
Oh,
We checked.
these are?
Yep, yep.
So there's nothing to be.
No,
Oh, man, I
No.
did it.
Are you?
See, I seen my two come through, so I thought I better.
She doesn't even live there.
Jesus. They told me it was okay.
No, that was the one.
Oh,
that
this,
came out. She doesn't even live there.
Oh,
She lives
no.
in Garden City.
yeah, this one,
Was
we,
Deerfield special? What's yours?
she doesn't live.
Doesn't it?
See, I don't think so. What?
Tony Smith, Mark
Sure.
Craig.
I haven't seen that one come
Sure.
through.
I could have swore Tony did this.
Oh, well,
I can look
And
see.
maybe he did and I didn't tell.
I'll look and see if we have anything.
Looking at what?
We've moved on to something.
Yes.
different.
oh, you're on something different.
Changing gears again.
Okay, this one.
She owns the property, but she doesn't live
Yeah,
there.
nope. It's not stamped. It's a no. No. I better write on a little,
Put a sticky note on it.
sticky note. Sticky note. Nope. Well, no, I'm not. You got
Should be long. Should let Darren go ahead.
Yep. All right, Darren.
How you guys doing?
Good. Fine. Fine.
First, I want to give you guys an update. Number one, we're halfway there.
What's that?
That is the state of Missouri, where they've just, that's a nonprofit corporation. So now we're just waiting on the federal one, which I'm going to talk to you a little bit. Like there's a way we can expedite it, maybe with your guys' help a little bit. But the other thing I want to talk to you about is, this whole thing started out a couple of years ago when we started helping with emergency management with the warming center. We found out the need for it. Well, we're about to that time again this year. So we have a proposal that we'd like to be able to use that building for the warming center, the downstairs part. I know there's still stuff upstairs. There's a couple reasons we want to do that. Is number one, we have been doing it at the First Baptist Church in the downtown location. We used to have that thing too booked right now to even be able to try to do this there. We have too many things like we now taking on NA and some other things they're doing on a regular basis there that would just be a great conflict. So we need an empty building. And since this building eventually is going to be for that purpose, what we'd like to use is the bottom floor of it as the emergency warming center in cooperation with the Henry County Emergency Management Team, because that's the ones we always partner with anyway to do it. And we're willing to staff it. We're willing to pay the insurance. We're willing to pay the utilities when we do that. You kind of go through there. What we're looking at doing is opening it up when it's 25 degrees or lower, which is 5 degrees warmer than it was when we did it last year. But I think 20 degrees is probably too cold. And we do it 25 degrees or warmer in there, so it's got to be 25 degrees or colder for us to be open. We'll have it at night, and then if it's going to warm up during the day, we can send them out during the daytime. If it's not, since nothing else is going on there, we would just keep it open. We're willing to staff it with a minimum of 2 people at all times. They will have training that we've done already with before, and all the volunteers will be trained in security and everything else. We do perimeter checks. We work with the law enforcement agencies. They send people by on a regular basis to check in with us to make sure everything's going well, just a well-being check to make sure everything's going okay with it. We have plenty of volunteers that will provide for all the food, everything else that we're going to be doing there with them. We'll pay for the utilities while it's open. You'll allow us to do it. Like I said, we'll also cover the insurance, any other costs that you want. We have the money. We already have a large amount of money in the bank account for us. Plus, we'll also get donations from the other churches that we've partnered with the last 2 years to do this. And it's just because right now in this area, at any given time, there's 50 plus people that are really either homeless or almost homeless, and then there's a lot of them that don't have adequate heat when it gets really cold. And we're going to have to do this someplace. We figure if we can do it there, so we're already pointing people in that direction when we do get the final center open. At the same time, it allows us, with the businesses that we work with, like Compass and the other ones around the area that provide resources, we can have them come in there during the daytime and start signing these people up now that need services, so we can start moving them just like we did last year when we had the warming center at the church. It allows us to do more of that instead of just having them show up at night, because we had our church business running during the daytime. There's nothing else going on. We can actually have more resources showing up during the day. So I think we moved about half of them to other places last year. I think we moved just about all of them into different things this year when we look at it. So it just kind of goes over with it. What we suggest is not using the upstairs level at all. We'll put a lock on that door to go upstairs so it's locked up. Because I know there's still stuff up there that can't be getting into it. I know it's behind bars, but I would rather just have the whole level locked off and not use it. That allows us, there's actually 3 big rooms downstairs that are cleaned out that we can put the cots in. And then there's the kitchen area that we can put a table in that we can feed them and have snacks in. And then there's the restroom area down there. So we'd be fine with it's basically what we've had set up there, just on a smaller basis from the downtown church location. So we figure we could house, on average, last year we housed anywhere from 10 to 15 people at an evening. We can easily do that. I think we can get as many as 20 in there. And if we go to something larger than that, we'll work on finding someplace else if we need to. So that would probably be a bigger emergency. Than we might talk to Mark and him. That's usually when we talk to the Vincent. There's something about going out there.
Okay.
We have the basement, is it cleaned out?
Basement? No.
Wait, which basement?
At the old jail.
The jail's not cleaned out.
The
Yeah,
first
but-
floor is pretty clean.
First floor, not the basement.
First
Or
floor, I
Mark
don't want to use the
set up.
basement, I just want to use the first
Yeah,
floor,
yeah.
The first,
the main level floor, where everything's cleaned out.
Okay.
Where the majority of the built offices are, because there's like the very first office, if you walk in from this side, that's an area that we can have, it's handicap accessible because it's a flat entrance. So we can do, anybody that needs to be wheeled in right there. And then there's another one that's right across down the hall, and there's a back room that's runs the length of the building. That's a big room. That's like a big conference room type deal they have now. We can clean all that. The majority of the bunks back there. Other than that's just a fold out common concept that you guys have already.
Okay.
And you just tell us how much insurance you want. Usually we've done $1 million policy with a max of $3 million liability. But if you need something else, you tell us and we'll get it and we'll put it in force.
I think we probably ought to check with
I think first thing is
Christian.
I want to secure, and we're gonna have to be the locker.
That's-
I mean, it
as long as
can't be
everything's
them locking it up. We have to lock it up.
Okay, you gotta lock it up.
And
And
we
we'll pay
gotta-
for the cost.
We gotta have secure. The big thing is, and
Well, it's the security of whatever's upstairs, the security of whatever's downstairs.
Right.
And then for me, it's going to be the liability issue until we,
Yeah.
and this is on us, we need to actually make a decision what we're gonna do and get our stuff out. That way we can get this, because you guys having it is great. Us having to be involved in it is not.
not
I understand.
I mean, it's
I
just
said,
being
the only
honest.
reason,
Yeah.
I'm coming to you about
Yeah.
this is because we partnered with emergency management all the time to do
well,
this.
they,
We need a location to do it. It's an empty building, pretty much so.
I think it's a great idea.
You know, and it's
I
also
do.
where we're going to be doing it eventually, all full time. So I like to kind of start pointing people there. I
Well, I
kind of have an ulterior motive too with it a little bit. Is if we start using it now, and I can show these people right here downtown how well it works to get them out of their area and just right next to them.
Right.
I think we can build a lot more goodwill that way too with the downtown community.
So there's a lot of question amongst
There's a lot of
the
questions.
business owners.
I know, and we met with them, and we're still continuing meeting with them, and we're working on it slowly. But I think this would make an easier transition if we show them, hey, because here's the thing: when it gets cold, is when you really notice them because they huddle up.
Right.
And if we don't do something, they're going to huddle up on each area.
Maybe you can answer a question that I have.
Okay.
And honestly, it's not necessarily you guys per se, and I'm probably going to make some people mad with this, but so be it. There seems to be, and maybe I'm wrong, is Compass Health, they're bringing people down here, is my understanding. And whatever, I mean, trying to help them or this or that. My issue is, if you bring them down here and you're going to try and help them, take care of them. Don't turn them loose on these streets where you've got, like you said now, you've got these people that are running businesses out here and they're trying, they're not real pleased about it. What you guys are doing, and I will tell you, I have said this actually is a good thing because you're giving them an opportunity to get off the streets.
Right.
I got a real issue with them just coming down here. Compass Health gets their money for them coming down here. And then whatever 2 week, whatever it is, and they boot them out, and now they're roaming the streets out here. So there needs to be something done on that end of it to where I'm all for helping people, but I'm not all for bringing people in here and dumping them off.
We aren't either. We want to help the people that are here.
Right.
And I think what you're seeing there is not so much Compass Health sending them down here and bringing them down here. I think you're just seeing that, unfortunately, our community has a large base for Compass Health because this is where it really started a long time ago when it was Clinton. I think it was Clinton healthcare, mental health care one time or whatever it was called. When Osborne, Mr. Osborne ran it, I think it was when it started out a long time ago. And it's just grown, and that brings people here because I see so many people, other places will bring them to Compass to get them to help.
Mhm.
And then you really got to know how to work Compass to a point. Because now Compass has what they call a crisis management team. All right. But you got to be in crisis or to do it. And here's what happens is the person comes with somebody else because they know they're in crisis. And then they get there and the person wants to stand back. Well, you know, I'm good. I can handle this. Well, then Compass's next move is to not push them into crisis. So you basically got to walk the person through the system. And you got to keep using that word crisis. Because when you use the word crisis with them, things happen automatically. I can walk people in there and start talking to them about, hey, this person's in crisis. You need to help something right now. If you don't do this, this is what they're going to go do. Right? And that gets them to the next level. That gets them up to like the detox center, and then it gets them to the detox center, which then they get into treatment. Then they're in a 21-day program. They're not just stuck here on the street. Because the minute that person de-escalates the issue, then Compass can't push it, so Compass has to back off by law. So you've got it's a way to work. I think that's another issue that we can help out with because we can work with the person when the Compass comes to crisis. If they leave here, they're going to be danger. They're going to use. They're going to do something that's not good.
Right.
So we need to get them to the next stage. So you got to have that person that hand walks them through the system. And I have learned that what to say and how to get through that system and make Compass do what they need to do without letting that person de-escalate the
Fall
situation.
through the cracks.
Because as soon as that person de-escalates the situation or backs off and says, because they get a little scared or they get a little nervous about what's going on, because this is all new to them too. And it's not something they start thinking about, well, if I don't go there, then I can't get to this. So they don't want to go there. Sometimes you just got to walk them through all the way through the system to get them to that next stage. And that's the big issue. And what you're seeing is people being dropped off by people that don't know how to do that. Right? And so they leave them at Compass, and then while they're at Compass, if the person immediately starts backing off, Compass has, by law, has to just let them go because they have no means to keep them there, to do anything with them. So then they have to let them go. Well, then there's nobody to take them back to where they came from. That's where we're at.
Do they ever does Compass ever contact you to say, hey, we've got somebody so and so that they want help, but they don't really want to push us into help? Can you guys contact these people?
As a matter of fact, we're going out. We're going out Saturday to talk to somebody down by Taiwan. They talked to me yesterday about some people. They are doing that.
Okay.
And everybody does that with me now. I kind of become somehow the recovery guru for Clinton. I don't know how that happened. But I get calls all the time, and I get calls from when they're out there. And I ask people to call me because I will go pick people up and I will take them to Compass and I will walk them through the process. And I will not leave Compass until I know that they are in the right process.
Right.
Because I will school the person that I'm taking in there. This is what we got to do if you really want help. But if you really want help, I will get you help, and I will get you help today. But here's what you have to say, and here's what you got to keep saying. You got to keep saying, and you got to keep demanding that if you don't get the help you're going to do, you're going to go out and do something wrong. And if you don't keep saying that, then they will end up eventually back off in the situation. If you keep at it, then they will make sure they work with you. And they will take you. And everyone that I've taken out there, next thing I know, they're calling me. We're taking them to Lee Summit to the detox center.
Good.
And it's just a process, and that's
Right.
That's what the homeless shelter will do. Is all of our people are going to be trained how to work this process and how to work the process for all the resources that we have. We're in a tremendous situation now, especially with the hospital getting involved. I don't know if you guys have heard about the Connect meeting that we had out there. We had all these. They had at the Benson Center. They had 73 different groups that do resources that help people. We're all there, and we brought all the people in. There was probably about 400 or 500 people from the county who were shipped in to the Benson Center that day. We did all kinds of things. So we've got a whole bunch of them signed up. So there's a big deal. I mean, the hospital's already approached us about, and I'm trying to set up with Mark getting to the building this week because they are going to pay for a sprinkler system in the building. They're willing to help us do that, so we can actually put a sprinkler system in the jail so that we can, because without a sprinkler system, you can only put 60 people in at the most.
Well, actually, no, that's exactly what I thought
That's what
about.
I was thinking. I was going through my head.
It'd be bigger
Because-
building, but I mean that's
It worked a lot better for you. Old
Reaching for-
Schreiberville.
Yeah.
And now that it's got to have a sprinkler system. That's a system.
So there's
I mean that would make as much area as
It's
you
awful
need.
hard.
It's
It
pretty
is very
big.
large.
It would be way more to handle than
Yeah.
Yeah.
they would have
And then
staff to
And
handle.
now we've
Yeah.
got
Talk about
tons and
shooting
tons.
stars.
Yeah.
Stars knock you down.
Chalk it out. Just do something.
There's a lot of empty buildings in town. We do a lot of different things.
Yeah.
You know, I had a grand plan to somehow get the old, right there, just down from, right across from the meat place out there. Pals.
You talking about the old Holiday Inn?
No,
No, it used to be the farm and home
Farm and-
store.
Farm and
Yeah.
home.
Oh,
Yeah.
Barney's.
Carnes,
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
huge building. I have the grand plan in the back of my head to somehow get that and do a big community area like with a harvester and everything right out of that building. You know, there's plenty of room. It's just set there.
Mhm.
Honestly, I think what you're doing is great. I would love to see that happen as opposed to you all being in the old jail
I know. You
completely.
gotta start
I'm
somewhere.
not.
You got to start
That's-
somewhere. That's right.
You gotta start somewhere.
And I know that's a lot of everybody around here's concerns. is,
And they are, and I've talked to one of them, and I sit down with each one of them, and the first thing I say is, okay, so if we don't do this, what are you gonna
Exactly.
do? Yeah, because right now, they're on your front doorstep. I'm wanting to take them off your front doorstep. Now you can choose. You can either leave them on your front doorstep, or they're breaking into your buildings. Because I mean, there's another in town right now. There's another building that I know that looks like it's been broken into. It's just down around the corner. There's a little convenience store, mechanic shop right down here on the corner, just off the square, and then right next to it's a white building. I noticed in the last 2 days the front door's been kicked in. It's an empty building. And I'm pretty sure that's where some of them have gone to. Because they're just like they're going to stay in this area. Any place there's an empty building, they're going to find a way in.
Right.
When it's cold, you can't blame them. If you're cold, freezing, you're going to try to find something warm. And I'm trying to avoid that for people and avoid those issues like that by giving them a place to go. Is an ideal situation? No, there is no ideal.
Right.
I mean, the ideal thing is, okay, well, can't you find someplace else to go with it? Okay, so we ship them way out there. Are you going to pay to ship them back here so we get them the resources they need?
Yeah.
I'll happily do that. I mean, there's trade-offs that we have to do. And it's a situation, it's kind of like garbage disposal. There's no good place to put the dump, right? But you got to have it. You know?
No, that's
And it's
good.
the same thing. There's no good place to put a homeless center. You know, the only good place is not even to have one, and we have everybody have a house. But we can't do that either. So it's got to be a medium for everybody that's can. And I'm trying to just find a place that, and I think this is going to be a great place. That way, yes, they're close here when we get them to all the resources, but they're also not on the doorstep of all the businesses. And at the same time, like we talked about, one of our programs is going to be, they're there in a program on Saturday mornings. We're going to come up here and we're going to help beautify the square, help beautify this area. Whether it's just picking up trash and emptying trash cans, picking up whatever, you know, help pick up, rake the leaves, whatever we got to do. Of course, we don't have to rake them leaves now. You got to rid of some trees.
Yeah, just few. We're going to replace those.
That's kind of where we're going. And if there's any way, we'd love to be able to do it there. You just tell us what you need from us. The other thing that I want to talk to you about is you can actually help us get our 501c3 faster.
Oh, yeah.
To do the 501c3, there's a process you have to go through with the IRS. And if you just get in, you have to get in line. But when you have somebody willing to give you a big asset, they will speed roll you through to get it done faster. So actually, I'm coming to you guys with this because we can get a letter from you saying that you're giving us the building as an asset. Once we get the 501c3 in place, we get a letter to that effect, and then let's just put down a time frame like 6 months or something on it. And that way we can submit it to them and say we need to have this done faster.
Okay.
I'm going to go with you guys. If I get one from you guys, and I'm also going to go to the hospital that's willing to help us with the sprinkler system in it, and do the same thing with them. If I take both of these, then that will speed, they will put us on a higher plane to get it done because they tell us that if somebody's in danger of losing a huge green. Because we meet turn the page, there's a couple of examples. Like number 2, you know, they're trying to feed the homeless. You know, it's grant on them being able to get their 501c3 to get the grant money. That's one of them. And then the third one is because we don't have it. There's nothing here to help. So we have two of the 3 ways to do it. We would cover. So I think we can get it done even quicker. I think we probably have it in 6 months or less instead of waiting almost a year.
I don't think that should be a problem.
No, I think
I think we still need to check with them.
So Darren's talking about two things as he's coming in here. First, he's
Yeah.
saying, look, we need to get through the winter.
That's right.
We
You
need
get
a
through the
warming
winter,
center.
And then I need
Next
to get,
thing is we're doing.
And then we need to make sure we're still processing for the homeless shelter.
Right,
He's
right.
not trying to push that homeless shelter in right now. He
No.
just needs a warming
I'm just
center.
trying to get,
I just wanted to clear that up.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
trying to get our stuff in process
Well,
of what we need to do and try to help speed along. Because I know that you guys don't want to keep holding on to an empty building that you got to pay for. You know, and we need space and whatever we need, whatever we got to do. You just tell me, here's my couple solutions to a couple of
Yeah.
problems we got to face against the community right now. And now I'm just saying, hey, here's how I've done the research, looked at the ways that we can kind of help and maybe work together.
So what limit of insurance would we need for something like that?
I'd have to find out.
we'll have to find out.
Yeah, if you can find out and let me know, we will get it.
Anyway, let's do a little checking in.
Okay, no
See
problem.
what- Before we say yay or nay.
I understand. I'm just coming to you and saying, hey, we're coming up on that time of year. I'm trying to put some things in place.
Yeah.
If we can work this out, we'll do whatever you guys ask.
Okay.
All right, we've got a big amount of money in the bank to handle it. I'm not worried about that. Okay?
So
Appreciate it, guys.
before-
Any questions?
Darren,
Let me know.
well, before you leave, how much time are we gonna take to do this? That
I'm
way,
emailing Kayla right now.
See, I think as soon as we find out about the insurance,
because
should be able to
that
make
way
a
you
decision
can come back in and we'll have an answer for
Just let
you
me know
next week.
next week.
next week.
Kelly, you think that's too soon?
Well, I'm shipping an email right now. I mean, that's
Next week.
Yeah.
All
well,
right, if you can
Hopefully
find out
next-
about the limits and let me know, and that way I can, what you require. And
Soon
then
as we
I can
find
come in
out.
and say, here's we've already get that real quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What time next week? Same time?
Well, see, I'll tell you
Just let
what.
me know.
we can go ahead and put you on the agenda for next week if you want to, Darren, and then we'll let you know if we can't. How's
Okay.
that?
That'll work for me.
Let's put you on for November 4th at 9:30. Can you
That'll
do
work.
that?
That'll work.
Is that a Tuesday or?
Thank you guys.
It's election.
Thank you.
Hey, okay, if you guys need anything at all,
Okay.
all right. We got our guys that can do things if you need certain things.
Okay.
You know, the next thing about the community service is we are staying booked up for about 2 months now.
We are gonna need something done. We need our moat cleaned out around the building.
Yeah.
We need that finished up, don't we?
Well, yeah, because it hasn't even been started.
That's right.
All right. Well, I've got some dates in Saturdays in December still free.
Okay.
I will get you with you and I'll see you soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Sounds
Thank you.
good.
Alright.
Thank you guys.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you again.
See you.
Need anything else?
Uh,
Let me
We're
know.
gonna start another. What do you say?
Yeah, I was already working on my email to Kayla.
I don't wanna get open and then, well, we don't wanna do that. We're just gonna stay. That's,
You're gonna have a hard time saying that you're gonna pull that back after you put it out there. That we said
see,
we're gonna give it to them.
my big thing, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about getting our stuff all cleaned out of there and actually
Well,
turn it over to be done.
That we've been dragging our feet for so
Well,
friggin' long. It's time for us to. Once we make a decision with something, we need to move out on it and not drag our feet with this
Okay.
stuff. Because I know all the stuff that's in there, it needs to get somewhere.
Yeah.
We just
Okay.
need to decide, okay, if we're gonna rent a thing, and like I said, I would rent one before I'd buy one because we don't need one. If other things transpire that we're talking about, it will solve that
Yeah.
whole issue. So if we get one rented, we can get it moved. Like I said, we could put it right down there where the sheriff's is now in the
Yeah.
parking lot. Just let it sit there for. I mean,
Oh,
if it
yeah.
sits for 6 months, it's a quick, easy move. We're out of the way. They can do whatever they want to do, and we're done with
Well,
that.
I'd rather clean out, be done.
Yeah, let's get
That's
it
my
over with.
opinion, because I don't like, and I don't know how.
I don't want people in there with our stuff. I'm with you on that. That's opening up the door for
The
something
door,
that goes south.
Yeah.
So, but we we know we gotta do something. We have options. Let's just pull the trigger and be done with it and get it out, and then let him do
Well,
whatever he
then
wants. We're out of it.
I'm all in for
And
getting,
we're gonna get into the cold winter months
Right.
where, I mean, if
It's gonna be
we,
a pain to move.
the big thing is getting it done and having people do it.
I mean, we could, I mean, even if Road and Bridge is busy, you could have them, his guys move it in, as long as somebody's there, you know,
Yeah.
watching what's going on.
It could be set up.
We wouldn't have to mess with it.
I don't know what you're talking about, but it makes perfect sense to me. What was you talking about?
Have Darren's guys, like, if we move the stuff out of there, have them move it. If we rent those Connex,
Yeah.
and we just put it right in the parking lot. Just put it right there in the parking lot of where the sheriff's is. There's plenty of room. You pick it up, you take it very short distance, it goes in, we lock it up because we're discussing other stuff. And that would solve all of the issue. It'd be a 6-month maybe lease on a Connex because everything else, we're gonna have to move out on some of this other stuff too.
Right.
So that's the cheapest fix to get that out, get us out from behind that building and allow them to do what they want to do down there.
Okay.
So,
Well, at one point we talked about doing a Connex building or
Mhm.
one of those trailers over there, at Road and Bridge. I didn't know if that
well,
was.
we could move it either place. That's just shorter distance to move it.
Yeah.
It's
Would it be one of those things where we could have it dropped off there, get it loaded up there, pick it up, haul it over to Road and Bridge?
You'd probably bounce too much stuff around. You'd have stuff everywhere on the inside.
I didn't know. I know they do that with those pods,
Pods,
or
yeah.
whatever, but I don't know. I didn't know about.
I mean, they may be able to. It's just
Or I don't know how secure the pods are. You know.
oh, they're
That's-
not.
They're not.
No,
I don't know. We don't want to be selfish.
no. I had one up in Iowa. They're not.
I honestly think, I understand the distance thing is farther, but I honestly think moving it to the Road and Bridge
Would be better.
I know
better.
Lucretia
And
would
it-
probably prefer that.
And like, I mean, I don't care where. I just want to
Yeah.
let's do it.
Yeah, I'm tired of talking about it. To be
Yeah,
honest with you.
let's- That way it's done. It's one thing off our plate.
That's a great deal for the Darren and the guys at the hospital is willing to put in sprinklers.
So yeah.
I think they have a ton of support behind
Mhm.
Which is great. If they got that much support, though, they probably ought to look into the old Carney's building.
Carneysville, I hadn't even thought of that. That's actually.
They got that much money, they need to be looking.
Well, I mean,
But even
not
if
trying
this-
to tell.
Did you fill this up?
Yes.
Even if that's just an interim until they do something
Hey.
else.
it. That could be building number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very
You know,
possible.
To be honest
Got to
with you,
see if
that
it's
out
going to
there-
work for it.
Yeah.
that out there would be perfect for a ways of what it's already fenced. Gives them a place to roam. I'd say,
It's got a built-in sprinkler system when it rains, though.
yeah, it's all automatic.
It's like a sieve.
If they got as much money as the way he's talking, that'd be the place to go.
Well,
I think eventually it is, but right
Yeah.
now,
you got to walk before you, or you got to crawl before you.
Well,
yes.
I'm not saying that. Yeah, I'm just talking about the money, the way he talks. They got it.
Yeah, McKelly, I think I'm
Yeah.
willing to guess that Lucretia's going to want it over there.
And that's probably, in all honesty, it's probably the best place. It's the safest.
I
Yeah.
think that's
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
It's
Way.
out of, it's behind a gated lock. It's,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I really think if they have the room over there, if we're gonna make a move, that would be.
We
the
need to get it
safest.
out of there. I'll be honest with you. I'm scared to death to do something like that and then turn around and something happened. Well, dang it, we just couldn't help it. You know, something. Lord behold, I'm not saying it couldn't, but just,
I mean,
You're
anything could
asking.
happen.
you're
anytime.
asking, yeah, I know it, anything can happen, but it'd be on us. At the end result. Just
We
like the
just
insurance.
Cause it ain't gonna get, it's gonna get colder before it gets warmer.
That's right.
So we need to,
Well, we gotta get it done. I'm not hollering a bit. We've been talking about this container and we went from one to split one in the middle or whatever, as far as I'm concerned, get one, stick all the stuff in,
Yeah, we got
put a
wall.
block in it, go to the next.
I don't know much about it. Do they have them where they've already got shells in them if you rent them, or
that one I don't know.
and say if that's the case, it would be the way to go, so we didn't have to build any.
I love when building chills.
Well, I mean,
Big thing is get,
You can take two guys, three guys can fill that whole thing full of shells in a day.
yes, that
I
wouldn't be,
mean, that's not the
that's
two
not a big
fours
deal.
and screw them, and that way we can take the screws out, and take the two fours back
Yeah.
and use it somewhere else.
I'll tell you what, I'm, in my thoughts, just buy one, stick it out, bridge barn.
I don't know if I'd buy it.
Well, I guess my thoughts are, it doesn't matter what it is right now, we need a storage unit. I mean, that's what it amounts to. And last one we bought was like 2,500, they're not that high. And it's good and secure.
I don't think, even if we purchased it, I don't think we would never not need it. Do you
No,
know what I mean?
Really.
There'd
It's-
always
I
be
don't
a
think we
use
would
for it.
never,
I don't care what you do.
That would
Here's
be
the
my,
good.
I hate to buy something that they're not gonna.
I don't know what the cost
Good
of.
morning,
Yeah, I wouldn't want it to sit empty or.
Exactly.
good morning.
Yeah, I don't think we would never not use it.
Morning, how you doing? Good.
Thursday.
Good
Hey, how
morning,
you
sir.
Thursday.
Morning,
How
sir.
is everybody?
Oh, you're here.
Yeah, good to see
You're
ya.
here
Good
to
to see
call
ya.
it. It's all good.
Jim.
Good morning.
Oh, yes.
White on you.
Yes.
Good for
Yeah,
That's
that's
right.
right.
Keep that blood.
You
Roll.
get-
Don't wish you get all stood up here.
Yeah, it's soaked up.
Well, how are things?
Oh, busy.
Yeah. Not what Kelly says.
Well, you know.
Well, at least it's sunny out today.
Yes.
It was
The sun.
wonderful to see the sunshine.
Yeah. Well, Aaron and I met yesterday. It's that time of year, budget, big bad budget word. And so you're going to see a couple of changes in our budgets a little bit. The one thing is that I've been carrying under my circuit court budget the salaries for the bailiffs. We think that started with Bill Roberts back years and years ago. I think that's back when Bill wanted to be able to hire his own bailiffs and kind of
Mhm.
control the bailiffs.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
don't
want
wanna
to do
do
that. And so, I mean, Aaron and Kent before him had always just chosen the people, and they, and so we're going to take the line item out of mine and move it over to Aaron's. And so it's all going to wash in the end. But we think, and part of that is because, like with salary increases and stuff like that, I think it just looks, they're just Aaron's guys, and he can lower them, hire them, give him a raise, fire him. It's his business, and Aaron and I work well enough together. If I ever have a problem with one of the bailiffs, I'll just tell him. So that's one thing you're going to see. So it's all going to wash. It's just it'll lower my budget, but it'll show up on Aaron's. We talked about that yesterday. So I think, Aaron, we're in agreement with that, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely. He brings up a lot of valid points that I never even thought of. But last year we gave $1 raise to everybody. Well, he's actually given that $1 raise on his budget. When all the rest of the staff may not get that same. So it brought up some things for us like I never thought of that.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever changes we make in the future too. They may
Keeps it under your
faster.
belt.
Yeah.
That's the way it needs to be.
Yeah. So anyway, that's when you see that you see the day because it's 3 bailiffs now. So I mean it's over $100,000 line item.
Mhm.
So I mean it's
but we'll take it out of mine.
Mhm.
And it's kind of like we did last year, 2 years ago, like with the jury costs. The jury cost line item was always under my budget, but it's really the clerks that do all of that. And so we moved that line item over. So it's just a similar thing. So just kind of wanted to give you a heads up on that when you're kind of seeing things. We're, Pat and Debbie upstairs we're really working on our budget. We don't see any major changes this year. We're just kind of status quo for the most part. So, I don't want to speak for Aaron because I know
Yeah.
he's, I can't say that. I apologize. Mine is staying very similar.
Yeah.
So, anyway, but really what we wanted to come and talk about is the rumor mill. It's kind of gotten to Aaron and me that perhaps you all have maybe discussed a justice center. We just want to come down and say if it's something that is being talked about, we would like to be included in the conversation. We don't know what is being discussed. We just kind of heard it through the rumor mill. It is something that Aaron and I have talked about privately a lot. And if it's something the commission is going to perhaps entertain, we'd just like to be a part of it.
I think,
Wouldn't think
I'll
that'd be
tell
an
you what,
issue.
if we really, I think it'd be a good idea to bring him in and talk to him. You wanna go in closed session a minute for that? I think
think
it's,
it'd be
we
a good
need
Does
to
that fall underneath
be a
closed
good
session?
idea. It should fall under, cause it's discussing.
We're not trying to force anything.
Well, that's.
No,
We
no
need you
worries.
involved, but
Okay.
The real
We
estate
don't need
portion
to-
of it would be,
Okay.
is
we don't
okay
need to put it
go
out
in
to
closed
post
session.
Thank you.
That's, sorry,
I mean, we don't-
discussion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do I entertain a
I'll
motion?
make a motion to go close.
I'll second.
Motion been made and seconded, go in closed session, pursue.
Okay, we're out of closed session. We are back on the camera.
Okay. Well, by chance, did you remember to grab the bylaws or your?
No, but I did say something to Mike,
Okay.
but I will. Is this the third Thursday? of the month?
What?
It is, isn't it?
Oh, no, it's the 4th Thursday.
Yeah, I'll see him this weekend. I'll have him get me a copy of it.
Yeah, I
I
appreciate that.
I remembered it, but then
I understand.
forgot. We got to talking about other.
You can talk to Mike, start talking about cows. All the old girls are done good. Do what? But yeah, well, that's
Yeah, he
No
said he
doubt.
had a copy of it.
perfect. Thank you. They'll really appreciate that. And then,
I'm gonna try to go over and talk to Dave. I didn't get aware, because I was busy. But Doug Garnett, I want to talk to him since I talked to Gus. I don't want to think I wouldn't have tried to go around him. I just,
Right.
he wasn't in there at the time. And then I told Gus if he seen me, Dave, he said, yeah, but I'd want to hear from me. Because I'd like to stay on the lookout on that, because according to him, Compass wasn't in the mix on it.
Really.
There's 3 or 4 others, Gus said, but as Gus said, money's come talk there.
who would be the other?
I don't know. But anyway,
If it's not,
That's
I
what-
would bet
that's
it was
what-
Compass.
that's all I know, what we talked about. And other than that, I know that it has to go down to corporate way, and that Larry told us that.
Yeah.
But Gus has got a big thumb on some of that.
That's in Jeff City, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
And I know that another one, he was friends with Chris.
I would have liked to have been on that tour. I didn't know about it.
We
We're
actually-
gonna get everybody
The
over there.
former
though.
county clerk went.
You're gonna, oh, yes, he did. I didn't know he wanted to go. But anyway, we can go. We'll be able, hey, if we get this, we'll be able to go over there. And there's a lot of things to look at first. I'm not even worried about that. I'm only worried about whether we can afford it.
I don't think
I'm-
affordance is the issue. I think Aaron said the perfect thing. What's going to be best for us in the future going forward, and that's why I still lean towards the Justice Center, because all their issues that they're having now, they'll still be having them. Is the only thing I'm concerned with.
Maybe not quite so much. The thing, we'd have to get a bond, I would imagine, to do the Justice Center. You're going to have a hard, after what's going on with the school district, I don't want to be the one standing out there when you ask for that.
I'm
Ain't gonna
same
float.
way.
No.
That's
And,
what it is.
and if they quoted you 20 million 10 years ago,
Yeah. It'd be 30, 40.
you're going to have to get a whole lot of economic development in this area to even
And it ain't
think
happening.
about that working. I mean, I without a doubt, I think Aaron, the jail needs to be bigger. I mean, his
Yeah.
offices and stuff like that are probably sufficient. It's literally the jail
Yeah.
itself.
And
It
no
needs
way
to be
to go into jail is to come out.
Right.
Unless you went back. And then you got a water tower to deal with.
Right.
And that's
You'd have to come
But see,
forward.
that was the whole issue, this whole deal, and that's where you want 911 ended up where it was, the water tower.
But this, I mean,
But
that's
it could be remodeled to
exactly.
make it work.
Exactly. There's enough space here. I think I mean, I don't know how many more courtrooms. I
Yeah,
mean,
but
how
you
many
can make a
courtrooms do
big
you
courtroom
need?
out of one down the basement.
I think they only need two. The worst part
That's
is
the first part.
Judge Dumps. He's wanting to put in a jury room,
Yeah.
and the way it's laid out now. Of course, if moving things, you can adjust it however you want.
Well, that's
I
it.
think they need more than two because there's a lot of times when 1, 2, and the basement one is
It's
being
full,
used.
yeah. I was gonna say at
That's
least
what I would-
three, but I think
Yeah,
you
I
got enough
wouldn't say
room
that they only need
space wise. You could probably, they could probably put jury rooms for all three of them.
Well, the third floor's got a jury.
Yeah,
Okay.
It would
So-
just be,
this one and the bottom.
say Harold just don't even have a jury area. That's something he's wanting to add.
I mean, right here,
Yeah, he could do that easily.
right here. And you wouldn't have to do really anything.
No,
The first floor, you could put a court lead down there.
that'd be easy to do.
Mm-hmm.
And make it fix up nice. Well, like I said, the first thing,
When we get ready to do an architect though,
yes,
I would actually talk to 3 different ones besides Gilmore and Bell. Until I came here, I never heard of Gilmore and Bell. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what they did.
well, Gilmore and Bell, they done the airport. They've done everything out there. And yes, they done the courthouse here, or not the courthouse, but the jail. Done that,
They're used a lot at the schools too.
a lot of the schools.
Really?
It's just
They're-
one of
it's a
those
big
companies
outfit.
that's a big outfit
Yes,
that a
they
lot
are.
of people use
Yep.
in the state.
I mean, they're not a fly by night people.
I'm not
And
saying they're the only ones available, but
So
No.
there's others out there we
Oh,
can
yeah.
check with, and we should check with. So just to do our due diligence.
I agree.
See what you could get it done for they'll give you, because they'll come in and sit down with you
Yeah.
and tell you exactly.
Well, it's kind of this. I think the sketches that was sent to us is kind of exactly what you was talking about. How it's not really to scale, but it's a guideline. It's an idea.
It's preliminary.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
this was all just preliminary stuff on that. But just like us, till I get kind of a little further along, we're pretty well running. Then we can kind of
Go from there.
reach out and start doing things.
Change the subject on you guys for a second. Did you check with anybody for a Connex building for Lucretia?
No, I did not. I mean, I can.
I can do it. I just didn't. I didn't want to call if you'd already called a couple
No, I
places.
did, but I tell you, I would probably call US or
So you mentioned one. I just don't know
yeah.
what it's called.
Oh, good lord, they're over in Warrensburg. Not US Rentals.
Because we went in closed session.
Yeah, you've been out of closed session for a long time.
Jason, I can't remember. This is terrible.
Do you want to
They're-
call them?
Yeah, I mean, I can call and find out.
Say, I think we ought to just press it.
I mean, do you want to buy one or you want to rent? What do you want to do?
Both.
Both?
Get prices for both.
For both?
This is what it cost you to rent it for this long. This is what it cost you to purchase one.
Well,
So when we set it, will it need steps or no steps?
I wouldn't think so.
If it's just the
depending on how
Connex
big
building
it
like
is.
what we got now, no.
No, just walk
Like the
in.
one they've got over there now is on concrete, but if it's a rental deal, we could probably throw down some 3-inch clean, set it on top. I don't know precisely. Or if we buy it, then we can
Do
pour a
whatever.
pad or whatever. But
Dennis texted me earlier after the discussion that we were having and said, "Give me the word and I'll clean out a spot for a container." So
Dennis cracks me up. I guess it just depends. Might as well just shoot for a 40-footer, right?
Yeah.
I would like to see if they could have one with. And I don't know if they've got it, but just regular infantry doors.
Entry doors.
But like I said, I don't know if they got them or if it's just
Oh, they
big.
probably do. They probably got everything you think.
I just think, I know you can probably rent it for cheaper, but I think that we will never outgrow needing it. I just don't.
Yeah, that would be my only concern if we just got it and then when we're done with it, we don't.
It'll be,
Even-
won't be
I-
wasted.
I said we
Even
could always turn around and
like-
sell it if need be.
our maintenance people in the basement, you know, we're talking about all of this other thing. That's obviously gonna have to be a growing department if we
Sure.
start, you know, so. And they're already sticking paint in my textbook closet and lights in the math closet. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're I don't ever think there would not be a need for this space. So thinking down the road.
Yeah.
Storage is not a never a problem.
Oh, it's always a problem.
No, but
Having
it's-
extra is never a
Excellent,
problem.
excellent. I'll put
Yours
it that
are
way.
stacked on top of one
Excellent.
another.
Yeah.
I've seen pictures. I've never seen it in person. I didn't
Dennis
know
said
how
just
that
let him know.
Yeah,
He'll get her cleaned up. So
perfect.
They turn them into homes
I've seen that.
like that.
That's what I've seen pictures of.
Yeah,
I've never seen it
double
in
them up.
person.
They got some down actually at my River Key.
I think that would be neat to do like a U shape and then build you a courtyard in the middle of your Connex. Yeah, I can live in a Connex.
Safe. You don't have to worry about a tornado or anything. You're not blowing them.
Well, that's a good point.
They're heavy.
A huff and a puff.
United Rentals. That was it.
United
Yeah,
Rentals.
I can remember.
Okay, are we done? Do you want to go ahead and adjourn them?
No, I got
You got more?
So
got
I didn't know
more?
if you guys had anything else. Those are the questions I had about the Connex when we was talking about.
I'm not sure that this is. Okay, how about this? I'm gonna make copies of this and give this to you guys, and then you can discuss it next week. How's that? This is something I received via FedEx, and it might be something that would need to be. I'm not sure. So I'm just gonna give it to you guys. You can look it over. We can discuss it next week. There's nothing that we have to do. It's just informational. So.
Okay. Let's see what would next week be. 4th? Is that Tuesday? Yes. Next Tuesday, you're probably going to be in and out of here, aren't you, Kelly?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
Yeah,
Why,
well,
aren't you,
that depends.
why are you going to be gone next Tuesday?
I'm not. I'm gonna be running an election next.
Do that.
That's
why I said, what was it you brought up? I said, hey, next Tuesday could be a Tuesday day.
no, it's not gonna be that bad.
You know?
November 18th, there's a meeting regarding this, so please make sure you read it before next week.
What's
Jim
that
will
meeting?
want you to attend the meeting, but you won't.
Okay. See,
I'm not sure our position, our not position,
no worries.
our
No worries.
part played in this, I guess is what I'm.
Okay.
I don't think there is the November 18th meeting is a public hearing.
Is?
It's an industrial development project,
Okay.
like I said. I don't know that there's an issue, don't think that there's an issue. I'm just gonna give you all the copy and
Be
let you
prepared
mull it over
regardless.
yourselves. Make your own decisions.
What's this National Association of State Agencies for Surplus Property? Is one of our biggest supporters. Missouri, we got the Missouri state. Y'all get that email?
No.
Just got it. I think y'all just got it. Came on.
Yesterday. I didn't.
No,
It's a
just, I think that.
public hearing for the city on an industrial development
Okay.
project that they're working on.
Thank you, by the way.
Yeah.
What?
But it was sent FedEx to my office, so.
Schreiber.
Joe, there's. No, never mind.
Oh,
We're
in
still
the
in section.
industrial park,
Forget it. I'm not-
is that what I'm reading?
Mm,
Yeah, I think so. I'll have to read that later. Alright. Does it tell you where? I'm not.
For the Schreiber project. Schreiber's wanting to do something. So,
Well, yeah, I was just looking where, like, where?
Well,
Nowhere.
it's got
no map, yeah.
Fields
No
Creek
map.
Township and Fields Creek Special Road.
Okay, so this probably is out at the industrial development park out there. Is that
Yeah,
what
that'd be
that's
my
called?
guess.
It has a name.
Deerheart.
Yep,
You're
that's it. Yep. I mean, that's what I was thinking of. I don't know that that's where this is happening.
Be my guess. Yeah, I think you're right.
What's Schreiber gonna build out there?
I haven't got to that yet.
Mm. The industrial development. Is that over here by where they have the building, yeah? $29 million project.
Oh, here we go. 935 East Nussbaum. Yep, that's going to be out there.
Yeah, that's Gerhard out there. And that's,
Is
yeah,
that out to Newen?
out there by the cabinet shop and
Yeah.
Sherman's.
And Schreiber's going.
No. Nope. It's right there at their building.
That's what I was asking.
Oh, right there by Tracker?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I was asking because they've done a lot of work there. And
We're a little late to ask for permission now, isn't it? Maybe forgiveness.
I think it has to do with the funding and the
Gotcha.
the tax abatements.
mhm.
I didn't know that little street there was called Nussbaum. I've never heard of it, so I just assumed it was a
I
new
thought
street
it
out
was
there.
Golden Road.
No, that's what
That's
I
the
was
one that
asking.
goes in front. The little street that goes beside
Yeah,
Schreiber is called Nussbaum Drive
Okay.
or
but
Nussbaum Street.
I guess
Never
the
would've
big
guessed
thing
that.
is how much do they have in behind that? Evidently, they're not a part.
Well, that's good considering it wasn't long. It wasn't too long ago they was talking about moving everything down to Carthage.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to see that if we can help it. Because if they move out of here, we're
What we determined while you were gone was that this is at the same location where
Yeah,
they're already located.
it's where they're
It's
at.
not a new-
they're adding to it.
Septagon's over there working.
It basically just looks like it's for the funding of it, tax abatements and such.
So that's the city of Clinton's giving the abatement, right? Am I understanding that correctly?
Mhm. Okay. Here's what we have. Twice now. This is all Shriver's. No, let's see. 'Cause that's what they'd be building out
Say no
here.
spot.
They can come around Hazard Road, they can come out this way.
I don't know.
Yeah. There's Stryper over here. You see. You see, there's this here.
Where? Oh, yeah.
This is it. I'm done.
That's it?
I'm done. So
You guys good?
I got nothing else.
Do I entertain a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion been made, seconded. To adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. We're adjourned.